like how that dragon in the title screen is kind of like toying with the A with its tail.
I was going to mention that as we were looking at the outro for the last video.
It's just like, ooh.
Yeah. So I went to the Wind Shrine, but I had to make a small detour beforehand to actually equip the party.
We need weapons and clothes.
You do, and they don't mention that to you at all because they take you straight to the Wind Shrine. But to the west of the shrine, there's the very first town, which has all the basic equipment and magic and shit. Even though you can't use magic yet.
Did Ferris just say "fuck you"? I'm gonna go get drunk.
Yes, Ferris just said yes.
Look at the tablecloth. It looks like a goofy ghost.
Yeah, it does.
Look at that. Look at it. It looks like goofy eyes and smile.
So Ferris isn't getting drunk. Ferris is actually sleeping. And remember, they still think Ferris is male.
Boo!
Ferris is like sexy sleeping hair sprite.
How's it going in there? Oh, I'm in love. I mean, fine. I like how you needed to just see like the hair. Yeah, like that's all Butts needed to see was like the hair brush off.
Like, you know what
that
moment is? It's that moment where like the head turns and they see them from an angle they've never seen them before, and suddenly the hair frames them in this real attractive manner. Just gorgeous. Got me excited. Like, Galoof just said he has a boner. And Raina's like, what the fuck?
Raina goes in, also gets a heart. I like how Ferris is really committing to this whole pirate life. Like, Gar!
Yeah. Rise it now, you scurvy dogs. Well, Ferris has been you'll learn this later, but Ferris has been a pirate since she was a kid.
Yeah.
I understand that feeling, Ferris.
It's just like, gonna go get drunk and go back to bed.
She does have booze on that spooky ghost.
Yeah.
And then just back to the Wind Shrine. Took the time to level up a little bit, equip my party, buy tonics.
So how does is the inventory ever any better? Is item usage better?
It's much better. I don't think you have limited, or at least not severely limited item space. You may have enough space for all of your items. Because I don't remember running into any problems with it. I think it still has a bit of a problem where it doesn't quite arrange things in a purely logical manner. It like once you get to 7 is where they finally have item arrange on point. Because if you arrange it by like restoration, it's like potion, high potion, X potion, elixir, mega elixir, eye drops, antidote, etc., etc. Whereas in this one, it will arrange it by like restorative item, weapon, armor. But it leaves them largely in whatever order they were already in your inventory. It will just, if something's out of order, it will move it to the bottom of the relevant category. So there will be times where like, man, I know I have a potion. Where? Oh, it's at the very bottom. Because I ran out of potions and I picked one up, and when I hit a range, I just put it at the bottom of the restorative item category. But it's a damn sight better than it's been in any entry so far. Jesus Christ. White Snake, buy our albums.
Just White Snake.
Yeah, they can say that in here, because this isn't JoJo. There's a stand called White Snake at some point. Might be in part 4, which is something to watch.
Oh, yeah. It's part 4 where they start getting, like, all, like...
They start to get more lithe.
Yeah.
But they're still pretty muscular.
Well, they're just stylish, though.
Oh, yeah, super stylish, yeah.
Not that they weren't stylish before, but just, not bulky stylish.
Oh, yeah. They actually started to look more like models in part 4. That's rough. That air wing attack.
Oh, wow.
25 damage to the whole party when all I have is 100 HP.
That bird is just like, get the fuck away from me.
What's weird to me is that they misspell raptor when it's not like they didn't have room for the vowel, and so it's just TR. It could have just been TOR. They just fucked up. You done fucked up, localization team. You're showing this game to the West for the first time, and you fucked up.
Oh, so very shameful.
Yeah.
So no jobs right now, right?
No jobs. Right now, in the Game Boy Advance version, they are what would be called freelancers. because that's a much better localization. In this version, it's just called Bear, which still works, but it's not as interesting and it's not tied into the job system the way that Freelancer is. This boss actually is a lot easier. I didn't need to be so cautious, but I remember this game being kind of rough. But yeah, right now they're freelancers. Freelancers can equip any item. They have no inherent abilities to start with, though. So their only advantage is that they can equip any item. As you gain jobs and master them, those jobs gain active abilities that you can slot into other jobs, including the freelancer. So most jobs they have...
Sorry,
I know.
It's called long staff. It made me laugh.
I know, me too. But most jobs have their one primary ability. For instance, the knight has guard, where they will protect whatever target you assign them to protect. And then they will have a blank slot for you to put in a new ability.
Okay,
so
yeah.
You play Bravely Default, so you're pretty familiar with it. What makes the freelancer so unique is that they also gain the passive stat bonuses and passive effects of any class you have mastered.
Oh, yeah.
So where stat bonuses are concerned, they gain the highest available to you from all the classes that you've mastered. So whichever class is the highest strength bonus, the highest magic bonus, they will gain that bonus. So after you've mastered a few classes in this game, the freelancer actually becomes the most powerful job. Simply because then they have like the strength of the... I want to say monk has the highest strength, knight has the highest health, thief has the highest speed?
Yeah.
And right now they're gaining abilities from all the other crystals. Water is apparently kindness. High speed, and then summoner actually has the highest magic stat. So you master those, and they have the highest possible stats. You master a few other classes, and they're like, oh, monks can automatically counterattack, so they have automatically the ability to just counterattack when they get hit. Ninjas can dual wield. Knights automatically protect allies, etc., etc. But that's only... it takes so long to master classes that it's not until the very end where you're actually specifically mastering classes for those abilities. Throughout the game, you're mixing and matching and going, okay, this has this, and I want to combine it with that and make this happen because that's a good combination, or I just want my knight to have magic.
Yeah, it's funny how, life imitates art, or perhaps the other way around. When the freelancer starts off and it's kind of shitty, and you're like, man, being a freelancer sure is tough. Maybe if I had a real job, things would be easier. And
then you're a knight for a while.
You're like, this sucks, but at least I get paid, right? But then once you do enough of those jobs, maybe a little bit later in life, you can, your freelancing skill gets good enough, and then you're just working from home, and everything's great.
Because you have these knight skills, and you're like, hey, man, I can do this knight stuff.
So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on with her father right now. He just kind of appeared from a portal, then went back into a portal.
Remember me.
My name is Goody. Remember me.
Oh. So all these are broken pieces of the crystal.
Yeah, these are chunks of the crystal, and each of these is an individual job.
And shit, they're coming for you.
Oh no! Oh, nothing for Ferris. Yar, I wanted to put him in me. What? Gain their power. Oh, in my butt.
What?
my pirate butt.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? That just ends.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised at how much variety they give you off the bat, because they give you knight, monk, thief, black mage, white mage, blue mage. Which I remember playing Bravely Default, and I was kind of disappointed that the first classes they gave you are monk and white mage.
Yeah.
They start giving you more fairly quickly, but it's just those for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of want to play around more than that. Also, I'm not quite certain what's going on with this job system, because it's way more complex than the 1 in 5, but not as immediately rewarding. Like, the strength of this job system is how it should be a mess, but is not a mess. Like you look at it in the menu and you go, oh, I get it. To the point where the Chocobo is like, hey, you want me to tell you about jobs? Nope.
A bird's gonna tell me about stuff?
Yeah.
Like, there's no qualified human around? Like,
unfortunately, when I had to replay it for a few hours to get that 10 minutes of footage I lost, I accidentally clicked yes there. I was like, oh no.
I mean, if a big yellow bird came up to me and was like, you want me to explain something to you? I'd go, alright, shoot.
I'm curious.
Yeah, let's hear what you got.
Holy shit. This illustration of X death.
Nice.
This just hedonism bot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
4 heroes of light, you say?
Okay, so Reina's got her cool hairdo now because she's a monk.
Yeah, Reina's outfits are always kind of... They're all monks right now. Again, look at Reina. She's got like the cool puffs going on. Mm-hmm. And then Ferris's are always just kind of almost grody looking. Like Ferris just grabbed whatever was on top of the clothing hamper. It was like, yar, this one don't smell too bad.
Gave it a sniff and was like...
Does it smell like sodomy to you? What? Yar, I just need to know if it smells like a good round of sodomy. Was there a bad round of sodomy? It smells much worse.
When things go south, and then a round of sodomy. He looks like a fucking superhero there.
Yeah, he does. So what I did here is I spent a lot of time leveling up their monk for everyone, because I wanted to give them the bare-handed ability, which allows them to have the strength of a monk and to do actual damage with their bare hands, with their mitts. Because right now, first of all, they get an attack with each hand, so they get 2 attacks. And currently, those attacks are more powerful than the weapons available to me. So what I did is I did that so they'd have a good attack power. Yeah. And now I'm giving them the jobs that I want them to have going forward. Because the monk, other than their strength, isn't terribly useful. They do have some useful abilities, like their ability to counterattack or chakra, which I'll talk about later. But for the most part, I just want that attack power. Because I can put that on my white mages and just chew through the first hour or 2 of this game like a goddamn chainsaw.
I like how all of their black mage job outfits have the darkened face.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yeah, it just makes me think that. So I was reading the latest Kickstarter campaign update or whatever from the people making Delver Drop. You remember that game?
Yeah, I always remember that game. And I just wanted to demonstrate what I was talking about right here with the barehanded attack power.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But they are talking about a little bit of world building, saying why do all the Delvers have this, black cloaked face? And they're saying that in order to become part of their society, you have to take on this mist that just shrouds your appearance. And I like to think that maybe black mages that just comes with the territory. Is if you want to be a black mage, you gotta cloak yourself in this blackness and have these little glowy eyes.
That's not sped up footage, by the way. The thief's passive ability, one of them at least, is that they move when you're sprinting at 4 times speed instead of double speed. It's actually very hard to control. They can also see secret passages, which is what you're seeing right now. And that guy is just there. That guy is just there to tell you, oh no.
I'm already seeing a lot of stuff that Bravely Default must have taken directly from this game.
Oh, directly. The job system, the 4
walls.
crystals, the walls. Well, a lot of Final Fantasies have had secret walls, though.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that after a while.
That just seems like a classic dungeon crawly game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most of the Dungeons and Dragons variants or editions that I've played, especially the Infinity Engine games on PC, have had a mechanic where you can constantly scout for secret passages, and often dwarves, because of their affinity with building with stone, get a bonus to spotting secret passages.
There's a hole in that wall over there. Good job, dwarf.
Oh, dwarf.
You really did it. You really did what none of us could do. And the ranger's like, I saw the hole. And he's like, shut up, man. You're going to bum him out.
Shut up. It's all he does for us.
It's all he has right now.
He's got a lot going on in his life, and he needs this. You're a fucking handsome ranger? You got this attractive elf woman waiting for you? You're a king? You're a king and you're just like doing nothing with it? Shut up, you fuck. Let him have this. Let the dwarf have this.
His dog died.
Dwarf.
Is he a Pokemon
I was
now?
going to say, it's just a Pokemon. Dwarf.
What's Butts doing out in the middle of the night?
He's doing the classic Final Fantasy, let's have a conversation during the night to progress the story.
Go look at the water and talk?
Yeah, literally, go look at the water.
Always the water and talking.
Trying to remember they did this in 7, and I think they did. At the very least, they're on a water tower, so they mixed it up a bit.
He was drinking a glass of water.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened? What happened with just like thinking to yourself in your head? Like lying in bed, just thinking. Gonna get up and go stare at some water.
Just do it like the rest of us do. Just lie in bed and let it sink in.
Fall asleep with that on your mind.
God, I've been going to bed for the past couple of months listening to audiobooks of a couple of Lovecraft stories.
Oh,
and it's working out better than it should.
Huh.
Because, well, it's less nihilistic than the thoughts I often have when I can't sleep. And I'd rather listen to someone else's bad time than think about what my bad times might be.
I've been falling asleep to White Rabbit Project on Netflix because it's not so entertaining that you don't want to miss anything. And it's also, just boring enough.
Yeah.
It's just not Mythbusters enough.
Do you get the feeling it should have just been Carrie Byron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen her follower counts on Facebook?
No.
She has more than twice as many as the two other guys.
So here's the thing, though. Grant actually looks like a fucking stud in that show because I feel like he really found his style, and he's just like this tiny, well-dressed, nerdy guy now. And so Tori's the one who's kind of just like, I'm goofy-ass Tori.
Yeah, Tori, like...
Hey, buddies.
I would make jokes about Grant, like, not being... Well, being a tiny Asian man, basically. Like, there's the one bit where they're like, can you break out of a prison by climbing down a rope? And he says something about his arm's getting tired, and I'm like, oh, who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Tori always just struck me as, like, the one I wouldn't want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, Grant and Carrie just seem like cool people who know what the hell they're doing. And Tori seems like he knows what he's doing. He's probably super competent.
Yeah.
He just seems like the sort of person I just wouldn't like to hang around with.
And then Carrie, well, she has those like above the calf Converse boots.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah. But let's be honest. She's the only one who got a photo shoot in Maxim.
Yeah. Yeah,
she's like, put on this lab coat because that's what they're always wearing in Mythbusters.
And then she's always making cool things like net guns, and other cool shit, and you're just like, you're just so fucking cool.
Captain, why are you leaving us? Yar, who's gonna run Sodomy Sunday? It'll have to be you now, Jeremy. It'll have to be you now.
Sodomy Sundays.
The semi-Phyllis Dolores voice is hard. Just on my throat.
Like if you don't go full Phyllis.
If I go full Phyllis, I'm fine, right? It's like those people who do a half jog, where you have all the
and
impact.
It hurts.
Yeah, because it's just this huge impact on your joints. Whereas if you're running, there's more impact than walking, but you're immediately carrying yourself into your next stride. Whereas this half jog, where it's just like high knees.
And they just, it's like they're stomping the sidewalk on purpose. I would see that and I'd just be like, man, like that.
Like a friend of mine had trouble running in the Marine Corps. And it's compounded by the fact that they were, rather short, so they didn't have a long stride to begin with. But then their actual run really hampered them because it was that kind of like half step. Like every step is just like way up, hit the ground, way up, hit the ground. I'm like, you're wasting a lot of energy here. And your foot's going out to the side a little bit with each one.
Like, what is that?
How does that even work?
Well, you're putting more sideways, like lateral motion. Like, what are you doing?
Like that ship that was chasing us in the underground in Final Fantasy IV.
Good thing they're going sideways.
Or we'd be fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie and I we're getting ready to leave our friend's apartment last night. We were waiting for our Lyft driver to show up. And this one random person comes out of the elevator and walks out of the hallway. And the way they were walking was just so inefficient and so heavy and so, just hard. I was like what?
The way I walk, people know immediately I was in the military, but fine.
Yeah.
It's an efficient walk. I'm never in anyone's way because I walk quick.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about that.
See, the way I walk is I have to actively make noise to alert people I'm behind them.
I have to do that sometimes as well.
And otherwise, there's just this scary looking dude. Apparently, people they're like, oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah, you're scary. We're both scary when we surprise people, but from completely different directions.
Yeah. So
right?
if all of a sudden I'm just behind somebody and we're like in the tunnel underground and no one's around and it's like, I'm like coughing like behind you. Don't freak out. Otherwise I'm like behind them all of a sudden and they're like, oh no. What do they think I'm gonna do? I'm 5'8", 140. I'm gonna get ya.
Yeah, I'm 5'8", 165, but I have short cropped hair.
Yeah.
Actually, I've thought about shaving my hair shaving my head all the way down for a while, but I'm genuinely concerned people will think I'm a Nazi.
Like some people that I spook are so much larger than I am. And they're just like, whoa, whoa. It's like, what do you, come on, man.
So we're supposed to go east to a canal, which that guy gave us a key to, whose house we were staying in the night before when we had that conversation. But there's a small little side story here that has nothing to do with anything that I want to check out. Where, oh no, Boko's footprints. Boko apparently went inside the cave. We told him not to go inside.
Boko.
You fuck.
Doing dumb bird things.
Also, Diablos do have a lot of defense. Because even with the monk's bare-fisted attack, they were still only doing like 16 per hit. Whereas most enemies are taking 60. But hey, they're a little pincery crabby, so it makes sense.
Yeah, they got that tough shell you gotta crack open and eat all that delicious meat.
Just suck it out.
I mean, if you were...
Just suck it out.
If your insides were nothing but fucking delicious meat, I would have a shell too. Like, fuck.
I think their insides are delicious meat because they have the shell.
Like
it's a question of which came first, right?
Yeah.
And when you study evolutionary theory, what you come to realize is that, well, they kind of developed at the same time.
Whenever I eat shellfish, like crabs and stuff, and I when we were doing that one birthday brunch, and I was like, look at the inside of this claw. Like, it is just the same shape as the claw. But it's just so vulnerable and delicious. It's almost perverse eating it.
Yeah, I know. I don't really like shellfish all that much, but there was an episode of MasterChef, and I'm going to talk about it because I edited this in the traditional style, so there's just dead space kind of. An episode of MasterChef where the challenge was get all the meat you can out of this lobster.
Oh, God,
The one guy who did it perfectly, it's basically like he took a photo negative of a lobster, except the negative, instead of being color, it's just flesh instead of shell.
It was perfect.
It's just like, I didn't know lobsters just had like shell-shaped, claw-shaped meat.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm kind of curious to see what their meat looks like uncooked. Just because... I don't understand. Like, it's just...
There's a chocobo in the bed right now. I just want to point that out on its side. Like, can you draw this?
Yeah.
Can you draw how stupid this must look?
I got to, because it is so stupid. Like that. It's all like under the weather, like holding a blanket up over itself. It's like rigs. Now that bird has used blankets and pillows, it'll never go back, but it knows, like, how good it can be. Like, good luck getting it to sleep on hay. Fucking animals, like, learning how to use human things. Like, this is pretty good. I don't know why I've been sleeping in dirt my whole fucking life. So what do you...
I want to talk to this guy.
Alright.
Who do you love?
Butts.
No.